Hello, you're watching Shalom World News. I'm Katie Asco from Dublin, Ireland, and these are your latest headlines from around the world. Strongly condemning the proposed assisted suicide bill, a group of medical professionals in the largest Channel island of Jersey have urged ministers to vote against the legislation. 65 medics in the Crown dependency wrote a letter to the health minister against the bill. The bill is scheduled to be debated this week and, if passed, would allow clinicians to provide lethal drugs for those who are terminally ill or who are enduring, quote, unbearable suffering. The doctors said in their statement that if the law is passed, they will not take the lives of their patients under any circumstances. The Society for the Protection of Unborn Children, also known as SPUC, has asked the government to support and reinforce palliative care rather than force doctors to take the lives of people they are called upon to treat. On Wednesday, November 24th, at least 27 migrants drowned after their boat capsized in the English Channel near Calais on the French coast. According to the International Organization for Migration, the incident was the largest single migrant tragedy in the English Channel. French authorities rescued 2 migrants, while one person is yet to be traced. On Wednesday evening, a fishing boat sounded the alarm after finding several people in the sea off the French coast. French and British teams carried out a rescue operation by sea and air. British Prime Minister Boris Johnson expressed shock over the incident and promised to leave no stone unturned to stop human trafficking. Illegal crossing through the English Channel has seen a tenfold rise this October and November. According to Migration Watch UK, over 25,800 immigrants have illegally crossed to the UK so far this year. A new pro-life advertisement featuring abortion survivors has been released in Washington, D.C. in the US. This comes ahead of the Supreme Court's hearing of oral arguments in Dobbs versus Jackson Women's Health Organization, a case which could repeal Roe versus Wade. The ad, made by Susan B. Anthony List, features Amy Miles, who says, "As somebody who survived an abortion, I would want to tell the Supreme Court that my life mattered." The ad will appear on broadcast and cable networks in the Washington media market over the next week. Other Susan B. Anthony List ads feature an adopted girl, a doctor who regrets providing abortions, and a physician who treats pregnant women and children. On December 1st, the United States Supreme Court will hear arguments in Dobbs versus Jackson Women's Health Organization to decide if the Mississippi ban on abortion after 15 weeks is constitutional. The Holy Father, Pope Francis, has donated an oxygen generator to the Catholic St. Raphael Hospital in the Iraqi capital of Baghdad. The machine was formally inaugurated with a rite of blessing on Tuesday, November 23rd. Expressing gratitude for the kindness of Pope Francis, Sister Marianne Pierre, Administrative Director of St. Raphael Hospital, said that the oxygen plant is vital in serving patients in need and will continue to serve others, especially in this COVID-19 pandemic. The oxygen plant will continue to supply medical oxygen for St. Raphael and other hospitals, including state hospitals and hospitals in other cities. Her Cries, a pioneering report on abduction, forced religious conversion, and sexual victimization of women and young girls across the globe, was released by Aid to the Church in Need on Wednesday, November 24th. The detailed report analysing the situation of religious groups from 196 countries revealed that there has been a significant rise in the number of abductions and forced conversions of Christian girls and women across the globe. It is a rising and tragic trend which has received only limited media exposure. The report also mentions that Christian women in particular are targeted by militant groups. Case studies from Egypt, Iraq, Mozambique, Nigeria, Pakistan, and Syria are included in the report. In a significant development, Australian Prime Minister Scott Morrison has tabled the Religious Discrimination Bill in the lower house. Praising it as a sensible and balanced bill, PM Morrison said that the legislation would protect people of faith from those few who seek to marginalise, coerce and silence them. The bill intends to solve inconsistencies in the laws across Australia and ensure protection for people of faith when it comes to voicing their opinion on certain issues based on their religious convictions. The bill provides a mixture of assurances, from enshrining the right of a student to not be discriminated against based on their sexuality or gender identity, to the right of church schools to hire their staff based on their faith, so long as they clarify its policy and doctrine in a public statement. The Bishops' Conference of England and Wales has confirmed that the relics of Saint Bernadette, who witnessed the apparition of Our Lady in Lourdes, France, will tour the Dioceses of England, Scotland and Wales in autumn 2022. Following the plenary assembly in Leeds, English and Welsh bishops announced that the relics of Saint Bernadette will go in pilgrimage to major cathedrals and churches across the United Kingdom next year, allowing Catholics to venerate her and seek her intercession. Saint Bernadette was an illiterate French girl who saw the Virgin Mary in 1858 when she was 14 years old. She later went on to become a nun serving pilgrims and the sick in Lourdes. The visionary was beatified in 1925 and canonized by Pope Pius XI on the Feast of the Immaculate Conception on December 8, 1933. Those are your latest headlines. Do join us tomorrow and visit swnews.org for more updates. Shalom.